oh boy, that Johnathan Majors, he's overhyped. He's overrated, man. They're just pushing him on us. What are they doing pushing him? He's going to be in Creed. He's Kang. We was Kangs. What else was he in? I don't know. I don't care because they're pushing on him. I can't. Paulie, help me. I'm fucking hurt. In this video, we're going to talk to Dante from Verbal Riot about Johnathan Majors, whom I love. I absolutely think he is an incredible actor. But I've been checking this out as far as statements, sentiments, feelings, I don't know, videos done against the overhype of Johnathan Majors. Is he overrated? I don't think so. So, I wanted to bring in someone who kind of has been following his career. We had a good talk about him. And I just think it's good I think it's always good to nerd out about actors and movies and all that stuff. So here we go with Mr. Dante of Verbal Riot. What's happening, brother?
What's going on, man? Glad to be here.
Well, I told you about this Dante sentiment. Dante is overrated.
That's what I hear sometimes. I hear
that's
that.
I hear that all the time. About me. Listen.
Don't talk to my ex-girlfriends. They might say I'm overrated too.
You're hilarious, brother. You're hilarious. Tell us about Johnathan Majors.
Yeah, man. I think right now he's just kind of coming into his own. I think this is, his year. He's an actor. He's been doing this for a while, man. Taking little bit parts here and there. Like I said, the first real movie I saw him in was The Five Bloods, directed by Spike Lee, and one of Chadwick Boseman's last movies, actually. And yeah, that's the first time I saw Johnathan Majors, and then I remember seeing him in the HBO show Lovecraft Country, which I thought was amazing. And I just been seeing his career kind of just progress, man. And the guy's just having a great year. He's having a phenomenal year.
So the first time I saw him was actually very recently in the fall of 2022 in this movie called Devotion that is executive produced by Glenn Powell, who was also the co-star. Glenn Powell was in Top Gun Maverick. He's got those, very, all-American looks, all-American boy looks in Top Gun Maverick. Great looking guy, I think he's going to be a big star, Glenn Powell. And then he executive produces this kind of like, it's not a small film. It actually was made for $90 million. Because it had all these, great effects of jet fighter pilots, jet fighters in the Korean War.
Right.
And this... But his performance was so strange because his character it was like he had to mute his anger at the way he had been treated moving up in the ranks.
Right.
And there's some really powerful scenes where he's talking to the mirror and he's just repeating all the shit that people have ever told him. And this is set in the early 50s, right?
Yeah, of course.
So I was like, wow, who is this actor? And then I'm like, oh, he's going to be Kang. Oh, he's going to be in Creed 3. I need to watch this guy. I need to pay attention. I also hear that he had a movie called Magazine Man that debuted at Sundance.
And yeah, I didn't see that one either. Heard good things about it though.
Right. I heard really great things about his performance. So I would think you're right. I think sometimes it just happens like this as far as the way a calendar year works, where, an actor seemingly comes out of nowhere and bam, 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 he's in all these hits. There's sentiments out there that he's being pushed on us. He's being overhyped. I really feel his kind of smoldering presence and oddity like a Tom Hardy.
Yeah, and that is funny you say that, man, because I don't understand what that means by pushed, right? Because you can say that about so many people, man. I mean, You know, at one time,
I can say
Sam
that.
Worthington was pushed on us. If we're going to put it that way, right? There was
Yeah,
a time
yeah,
where Sam Worthington, who can't act his way out of a shoebox, was pushed for every other movie, right? There was a time in the
right.
'90s when Freddie Prinze Jr. was pushed on us. It's like
Oof.
I don't understand what that really means, you
Ouch,
know?
right. That's a great point. I think that's a point that our buddy Tom at Midnight's Edge made as well. I just don't I think with Johnathan Majors, I definitely think he's on a higher echelon of acting than Sam Worthington. I know Sam is still working, trying to still make it. You see him here and there, which is great, which is great. But this Johnathan Majors to me is a very unique leading man because he's like we were saying is that he's actually a very quiet guy in person. He's a
Yeah.
very shy dude, and he is. I haven't seen a leading man like this guy. You know,
I
I
think he's different, man. He's built different. I think that he
mhm,
loves the work.
mhm.
I don't think he likes being a celebrity as much as he likes the work. You know what I mean? And that's something I dig about him is that for him, it's not about the red carpet. It's about the work. I think
Great
I would
point.
even put Michael B. Jordan in that category as well. I think that these guys and people were saying Michael B. Jordan was being pushed on us, for a while,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yep.
so
Let me ask you this: do you think? I mean, because we here at the Slant, we really don't have that. We don't have these good problems yet of big. Well, you know, Pedro Pascal, Oscar Isaac, Diego Luna.
sure.
But they haven't really gotten in the headspace of Americans like the way Michael B. Jordan has, the way Jonathan Majors is getting there, becoming a household name. Do you think it's because they're leading men who are African American? Is there a pushback at all?
I think so on some level, right? I think Michael B. Jordan got a lot of hate, you know, right after he did Killmonger in Black Panther, and
Really?
oh yeah,
Wow.
yeah, and
Okay.
and look, he played the villain. You're supposed to not root for the villain, and I think that you know there was a lot of racial stuff I saw about him online
Hmm.
and about how and then it was about they were talking about him being Hollywood's new pet kind of thing. I saw like a lot of
Ouch.
different comments about that, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
it could be he's just a good actor. That's why he's getting
You,
pushed.
it's
you
so
know
right, because his Killmonger is the highlight of a lot of people say Black Panther, and
Oh,
definitely
he stole the
Wakanda.
show. He stole the movie to me. I mean,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, I love Chadwick and I think he did an amazing job.
Mhm.
But yeah, Michael B. Jordan really stepped up in that film and took some shine,
Yeah, I just asked this because because of the change of just the look of certain leading men, kind of like started with the kind of like the action stars of 20-25 years ago, Vin Diesel, The Rock.
Exactly.
Now,
These guys are pushed. If you're gonna use those words, I mean,
Mhm.
that's the thing. Every star gets a push at some point.
Mm. Right. So my point here, and then we'll wrap it up, is that obviously The Rock has still yet to carry a successful film on his own.
Right.
I think he's a lot more limited as an actor. I actually think that they're like those smaller films where he was in as a co-star, he got to shine.
Oh,
And
I totally agree with that. Yeah.
I think Idris Elba is is a is in that Jonathan Majors. You know, he's a brute. He's a brute. I just think maybe I don't want to say he's past his prime, but he's been around for a minute, right? Over to I think it would be nice to see him get some better quality films. I definitely think that the action star who happens to be African American are the roles are better because the actors are better.
Oh,
And
yeah, I totally like, what was the guy who played, Hawkman in that, Black Adam movie? Uh,
Aldis Hodge.
Eldridge Hodge, like, guys like him,
Wow.
I think, Hollywood is
Mhm,
ripe, man, with lots
mhm,
of young, talented Black actors right now, right? I mean,
mhm,
they're unfortunately, they're not, you know, using them the way they probably should right now, but
mm,
there's no lack of talent, when it comes to Black actors in
mhm.
Hollywood.
Well, I mean, I think it's a good point to wrap up. We here on the Latino Slant, we love actors, period. But it's good to dive into, some of these hot topics. Definitely with Pedro Pascal. I think he's one of our best actors of this past generation, last 10 years, and he's finally getting his due. But like you said, like Majors, I mean, all these guys, they're theater trained. These
Yeah,
guys were in theater first for years. So they're hungry for roles. I think it's fantastic.
that's it.
What do you
Well,
guys think of our discussion? I want to know in the comments. Let us know. Do you think that we covered a lot? Overhype, pushing. Are they pushing? Is there an agenda to push these actors on you? Is it not just a color thing? It probably isn't. Maybe it's just or is it? I want to know. Dante wants to know. All
yep.
right, mi gente. We'll see you soon. Wherever you're at, keep that slant muy fuerte.